Yeah, it's almost getting dark out here. Dollar Tree is right across the streets over there. But this is what I want to talk about. Part two. I just did a part one dealing with the other video. Uh People that don't care is a waste of energy. People that don't care is a waste of energy. Now, let me make myself perfectly clear. I'm speaking in general, all across the board. Something just told me to speak on this here. And when I say, I'm not saying, when I say you, I'm not saying you as in just pointing out one particular person. Let me just make that clear. I just want to make sure I make that clear. I'm making generalizations here. That's all I'm doing. I'm just making generalizations. That's it. All right, here we go. In general, um, when people say, when you pay attention to the first sign, you see what I'm saying? Because if you suspect, if you suspect infidelity, and we all have been in situations like that where people then said things about us, and they spoke things and said things that wasn't true a lot of time. We understand that. And when people do certain things, do things a certain way, a lot of times it doesn't necessarily mean that that person is just trying to do that. It's just certain situations come occur that sometimes they can't meet that person where they want all the time in that way all the time. So yes, I do get it, and I do understand that. You see what I'm saying? And it would be disrespectful for me is to feel that way about people or certain people. You see what I'm saying? People. It would be bad for me to feel that way about people, and I don't know or have a general idea of the context of why. So that's what they mean too. That you can't always judge what you feel, and that's understandable. You can't. That's why the Most High, it says, "Judge nothing before the time." Now we do understand the so-called white man, Esau, the white man, the enemy that the devil, the Bible speaks of, they are contributed to all of our suffering and problems. Why? Because the Bible said so. The Bible says that, and I think it's Proverbs 27 and verse 2, when the wicked rule, when the righteous are in authorities, the people rejoice. But when the wicked rule, the earth mourn, everything mourn. Even the trees, it look different. When God put this world and put this universal back into its rightful place, it's gonna feel different when you walk outside. The trees gonna look different. The grass is gonna look different. They are. Everything is going to look different. But um, yeah. So yeah, you are being very mature about the situation. But sometimes out in most cases, usually you be right, and you just usually um when you get that first red flag, usually you don't be wrong. You don't really be wrong. No, you don't be wrong. But I tell people like this here. If the vibes, you may have good intentions, or we may have good intentions. I'm gonna say it like that. We may have good intentions, but sometimes, even myself, sometimes we can give off those vibes, or I can give off those vibes like that. And sometimes it happens. The person is not saying that I'm doing something or I'm doing that, but it's just that I'm just saying it's the vibes that maybe it's the vibes that you're giving off. And I know you don't mean you don't mean nothing bad. You don't mean any type of harm. You don't mean no kind of harm. It's just that I'm just saying the vibes that you giving off. It's just making it just that's what I'm saying. But I'm not judging you. I'm just saying the vibes I'm getting from you, you give vibe, you give scam vibes. And a lot of people do that. Like if I'm talking to somebody and they tell me that they one way and they like, all right, let's say it like this here. A drug addict, right? If if I tell you that I'm not a drug addict, right? But I'm giving off those vibes and the way I'm speaking, the way I'm talking, the way I'm walking. If I get up at 3 in the morning and you never seen me get up at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, I'm saying I gotta go out here, I gotta go sell this I gotta go and sell this radio I got. You gonna feel some type of you're gonna get a weird vibe. You ain't gonna be up there, sit up there and be like, well, he don't usually or she don't usually get up in the middle of the night like this. And so I'm suspecting some kind of infidelity going on, and you would have a right is to ask and feel like that because I'm getting up at 3 and 4 in the damn morning. You see what I'm saying? If I'm that's a good example that I can use. If I'm in your house, if I'm living in your house, right, and I've been living in your house for 20 years, right, never caused no problem, never did this. All of a sudden, I just wake up in the middle of the night and say I'm gonna get me a couple of bananas and I'm gonna go sell them. That would be weird to you, right? You would at that point, you would ask me, well, why is it that you want to get bananas? You never did this before, and I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just saying you got up and you never did this before in 20 years or 30 or 40 years you've been living with me. You never got up and said you wanted to get about 3 or 4 bananas and go sell them. That's weird to me. You giving off uh, drug you on drug vibes because nobody do do stuff like this here but drug addicts. But I'm not judging you. I'm just saying the way you going about it, you giving off those vibes. That's what I'm talking about. When I'm saying what I'm saying, you are giving off those vibes. That's what you're doing. Part two, people that don't care is a waste of energy. Part two, people that don't care is a waste of energy. Part two. That's right. That's what it is. I think this is a good topic. Give me your comments in this video. Tell me if what I just said, the last thing that I just used about the banana, huh? Can I have you on camera? Yeah. No, I do African American, Black, Hispanic. I teach Black and Hispanic and Native American people that they are the real Jews according to the Bible, and that Esau, the so-called white man, is the enemy that the Bible speaks of. Yeah, Esau, the white man. Yeah, the Caucasian people. You look at Genesis. If you look in Genesis chapter 25, they call what y'all call y'all rednecks, right? Don't they say that? Well, you look in Genesis 25. Genesis 25 said that the so-called white man was red. It was Rebecca and Jacob. They came out twins. And they were God separated them from the chosen people. That's right. So that's what I talk about. That's good. We always need people out here spreading the word. Get that out. Yeah, the word is it was only given to a specific people on the earth because he said that he had a chosen people, right? Okay, then. So if he say he have a chosen people, how does he love everybody when he say he have a chosen people on the planet? Yeah. Because it's only one race of people at the bottom. That's our people. You see what I'm saying? They do. And your people control the world, you know? I get it, man. Yeah, I know, yeah, it's history. You can look it up and you can see it. Yeah, because your people's in power, your people's in control of the world. You have white supremacy. Anything that you do or whatever you say, they're gonna take your word over mine. Yeah. It shouldn't be like that. Well, God permitted it for a reason because the main reason that our people went into slavery and God used the white man and the other nations to do it with is because our people disobeyed God and we're in the land of our enemies serving the so-called white man. We don't have stores and stuff of our own we can go to. We got to go to the other nations and get it. Yeah, we don't own that, you know. So it's a big history. Deuteronomy 28 speaks of that. Only people who fit the curses in the Bible is the Blacks, Hispanics, Native American who fits them curses in there. because you don't see the white boys, the so-called white men, on them. They don't be in the courtroom for not taking care of their families and children. It's mostly, if you go in the African American community, we sitting in there, we poor, and the resources, they have all the resources and stuff. That's why a lot of us are uneducated. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what it means to be blessed? Keeping the commandments of the Most High God. That's what it means to be blessed. The Bible said, blessed are the they that do his commandments. And he talking about the Israelites. So that book is no for nobody else. All right. Yeah, they asked us like, oh, can I be in your camera? Yeah, I just give them their judgment. You know, I wanted to tell them to read the book of Obadiah. Yeah. But anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think in that video and things of that nature. All right, just talk to me in the comment section. That kind of threw me for a loop, but it happened. The Bible said they're gonna cleave to the house of Jacob. That's what that is. Yeah. So I'm gonna see y'all later, man. I'm up out of here.